Who even knew he had a mistress?
And she's sitting right here tonight in a red dress. I'd like to introduce you to Saddam Hussein's mistress.
That woman is a marked woman.
That is Mistress Norris. A very beautiful Mistress Norris. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so now you can sort of picture Saddam Hussein sort of like this, you know.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Ah, there he is.
Sort of walking around with a target painted on him. So in retaliation, after he heard the news that they were planning to assassinate him, he put a bounty on President Bush's head.
And what can we get?
I don't know exactly how much, but that's what Bush now looks like. You can sort of picture him like this.
Excuse me, did we suddenly get money on this show? Where do we get those neat graphics from?
Isn't that beautiful?
I mean, where's the dough coming from to put those neat little bullseyes together?
We must be doing pretty well.
I tell you
but
that.
I don't know whether it's worth going after the president. I don't know exactly what the bounty is.
Yeah, well, we'll find out, I'm sure.
But anyway, Howard, you know, our troops are still sitting over in Saudi Arabia, not doing much of anything.
Right.
The real action is up in Canada, where the Mohawk Indians have gone on the warpath again.
Cool.
We have a little bit of that action right here.
Mohawk Indians causing trouble again? I didn't know there were Indians up there. Whoa. What are they doing? They're fighting soldiers?
Yeah, the Canadian Army.
That's the Canadian Army?
Yeah, look at that.
What a bunch of wussies. They can't beat a bunch of Mohawks?
They've got guns.
They got guns. They can't beat a bunch
Look
of...
at them being carried away in the innocent chicken. They're buds.
Hey, where's my... Hey, give me that bow and arrow. Give me that.
All we're doing is doing the story.
Give me that bow and arrow, you dummy. I'm at war here.
They're supposed to be shooting over our heads.
Hey, oh, hey. Yeah, so they're upset. Commercial?
Yes.
Playing bow and Indian.
Hey, they're better if you throw them. Anyway, the people in Oak City up in Canada want to build a golf course on one of their burial grounds.
Yeah.
So that's why they're all upset.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Like, we're going to stop condominium developments for burial grounds. Oh, please.
Well, I think we're going to take a little break now, but when we come back, more hot spots in the news.
Yes, all right. Now, we'll get back in a minute, but check out this dude playing the saw, Robin.
What is that noise?
That's an actual saw player.
What tune is he playing?
I don't know. That man represents our target audience. That's who listens every week.
Can I have the bow and arrow, speaking of targets?
Let me show you this. Hey, by the way, on these commercials, I noticed something. The cue card guy keeps him up in the sky.
Yeah.
So I look like I'm looking up in the sky at the cue
I would think
cards.
you're praying.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird. Hey, let's take those cue cards down. Down. Okay.
There you
That's
go.
it. Good. All right. Let me talk to you about the Brother P Touch 3. If that annoying saw doesn't get to you, I don't know what will. See what this is?
Does he know any song that we know?
Dude, do you know a song that we know? Can you play a song on that?
Yes.
What song are you playing?
Over the Rainbow.
Well, let me hear that.
This was sort of like after Judy Garland had started drinking, right?
Right. Anyway, here's the Brother P Touch 3. Take a look at this. This is a labeling system. You know how you buy one of those junky label makers? It doesn't really work that well. Well, this labeling system really works and it makes great labels. Let me show you how it works. First thing you do is you turn it on, okay? And then you write...
Whatever you want on your label.
I'll write Howard Stern.
Okay.
All right? And then you press print. Watch. And watch it come out. See that?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that nice? And then when you're done with it, you just clip it off. See? And then you can have a label.
It even cuts itself.
Yeah, it cuts it. You can use it to label cassettes, computer discs. Here, look at this computer disc got labeled. Take a look at that. Anything you want.
Obviously, he's gone label crazy.
I've gone label mad. This is what I do before the show. I want you to buy the Brother P Touch 3, okay? You can use it to label anything. Great for holiday gifts. And it comes in 5 colors, 5 sizes, 4 styles. I'm talking about all the different print. And it's available through Sharper Image, Staples, and Newmark and Lewis. Remember their slogan, stick it to 'em. La, la, la.
But back to this whole Middle Eastern crisis. You know, Leona Helmsley woke up this week, Howard, and discovered that Saddam Hussein is calling the hostages guests.
Oh, really?
And she couldn't believe that because being the proprietor of many, many hotels, she knows the difference between guests and hostages.
Right.
So hit the button.
Okay.
This is what she did this week. She had an open letter to Saddam Hussein
No kidding.
published in the New York Times telling him what she thought of this whole idea. So anyway, we have a few of her words as to what she
I
thinks.
don't expect Hussein to answer me or to read this letter, but I want the Americans to know that
Yeah.
we have Americans in Iraqi that
Where?
are being abused and mistreated.
In Iraqi.
They're not guests. They're
No.
hostages.
Oh,
I
you're
do
kidding.
know what guests get. And if you took a Rorschach test and you
What was
had
that?
some
A what test?
similarities,
A Rorschach.
A Rorschach.
they said guest, he said guest, and I said hotel. Right.
Hotel.
What is she talking about?
I think that's Fred. Fred, let me see. Was that you?
I knew there was something wrong with that tape.
She's a nut. Let her, I thought she's going to jail. What is she doing here? What is she doing here? She's supposed to be in jail.
Rorschach test.
Rorschach.
And what's that cape? What does she think she is, the Cape Crusader? She's going to save us all?
I don't know.
So anyway, and finally this week, Howard.
Yes.
Do you know what we became?
A #1 show?
No.
Oh.
Not quite.
Yeah.
No, you're now a pimp, and I guess that makes me a madam.
Hey. All right.
That's right.
Then why don't you take that jacket off and let's see what's going on?
No.
I hear you won't take your jacket off because you're practically falling out of your... Whoa, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I'm dressed like a madam because that's what we are now. Do you
Right.
realize that the Mustang Ranch in Nevada
Yes.
is bankrupt? So the federal government took it over, and we're now running it.
Who'd want to sleep with a horse anyway? At a Mustang Ranch?
No. This is a famous bordello.
Oh, I see what
silly.
you're saying. Oh, the government owns a bordello.
We are the government.
We are.
We own a bordello, and we're now running it.
How could a bordello go out of business? I mean,
They were way in debt. I don't know how they managed, but let's look at our new place and some of our employees.
let's see some of the girls.
Here they are.
Well,
They're
now
all
I know-
sitting around our new home. That's the woman who's running it for us.
Well, now I know why we're in debt.
And look at these girls.
Oh.
Boy, you want to sleep with her?
Yeah, honey, let me have it.
And here's
Hey, wait.
somebody listening attentively. And look at these.
That's what's happening?
That's what's happening, Howard.
What do
I
you-
hope you're happy with our new business.
Let's bring out our musical accompaniment now for our Snapple commercial.
Okay. And
Here
what's
he
he going to be
comes.
playing now?
Just look at him. He's going to be playing the Snapple theme song.
Ah.
You're not Joe Piscopo's ex-wife, are you?
No.
No, okay. Look at that. Go ahead. What are you going to play?
This old man.
Where did we find you?
Outside. I was.
You were standing around
You're just
outside?
standing around?
Yeah.
How did you learn to play the saw?
Well, I originally was a carpenter, and
Right.
I just picked it up.
I see. And you have groupies? Do women get turned on by this?
Some do.
I see. And somewhere in your life, did you miss a chromosome? Or, no, I'm just kidding, of course.
How are Mom and Dad?
Let me hear it, of course. I have this urge to sing along. Let me hear it. Let me hear what you do. Go ahead.
Something up-tempo.
Something up-tempo.
Neil Diamond.
Come here. Come here. Give me that saw.
Is that saw sharp?
Here's what you do with a saw. You saw. Keep this bat on. So not Snapple, for God's sake. What kind of thing is that? Here's what we got. Snapple. Now play the Snapple theme song. Go ahead. I'll sing the Snapple theme song. 1, 2. Snapple. No artificial ingredients. Great variety of flavors.
I don't know who's following who.
I tell you, it's beautiful. You try and sing with that. What a totally worthless occupation that is. I mean this, hosting this show. Notice Snapple is all natural. That's what I want you to keep in mind.